Hello.
I'm Nair.
And I'm Bello.
And we are Perspeculative. And today we wanted to talk to you about Best Boys.
That's dogs.
Best Boy.
In internet language.
And we're doing the top 3 Best Boys in Shonen anime. So, Shonen Best Boys.
Rough.
Oh my gosh.
This was something that was requested by a commenter, so trying to make you guys happy. Hopefully you enjoy it. So we're going to do the order a little bit different than our cat videos. We're going to start off 3, 2, 1, and then honorable and dishonorable.
My number 3 is Black Hayate from Full Metal Alchemist. He is super duper cute, as we all know. I think he's Siberian Husky and Shiba Inu. So he has pretty colors, and he's super cute. And they find him when he's a little puppy, and I love the gif with the colonel when he looks at him all serious-like, and then he's like, "Good puppy!" And it's just super cute. And sort of like Bello's choice from last time from the Shonen Cats with Kuroneko-sama, Black Hayate is the comic relief for Full Metal Alchemist. And if you have watched Full Metal Alchemist, or Brotherhood, you know how serious, how dark, how messed up it can get at points. So it's really nice to have something like that for the author to make jokes through and kind of lighten up the mood. And he's not just a joke. He is in the battlefield with Hawkeye. He senses homunculi. She's very harsh with her training with him. So he learned pretty quick. But he's just a really good dog all around. So he's number 3 for me.
Yeah, I do like him a lot, and I considered him. I remember really enjoying the interactions between him and Hawkeye, where he's like, because, she shoots at him, I guess, when she's disciplining him, puppy training him, and then him helping her on the battlefield when she's running one way and he's distracting them, and all that good stuff. Very good boy. All the dogs on our list are good boys, obviously.
Even the dishonorable mentions, honestly.
Yeah, really.
To a point.
So yeah, I agree. I mean, he's not on my list, though. So for me, for number 3, I actually chose Hiroyuki from Kimono Michi. And if you guys watch that, you know it's not like a super serious anime. It's not really dark, which the last 10 years or so, that's sort of what I've gravitated towards is lighter anime. The premise is a wrestler, Genzo Shibata, that goes to another world, which I really like that type of anime. And he's abnormally obsessed with pets and animals, which creates sort of a funny dynamic with all the monsters in the universe he's gone to. And his little pet dog, Hiroyuki, ends up going with him to that world. And there are no dogs. So he ends up becoming this rare commodity. He's always getting kidnapped by people. And he's just like an adorable little chunk of fluff. And, I mean, to the point to where he is Genzo's inspiration, to the point where he actually models his outfit after his dog because he loves animals that much. And he's like his little buddy. But yeah, so he's my number 3. I just think he's adorable. And he does help out in the ring, if not necessarily like a battlefield the way that Nair's did. But he does help out in the ring when Genzo does certain moves.
And he is cute. He is a part of the plot. In certain places, like you said, that he gets kidnapped sometimes, and he is the solo dog of this universe, so they're like, whoa, what's that thing?
It's adorable. Is it food?
Meat.
No.
But anyway, I mean, even Black Hayate was kind of a background character for me. He was like not a super main character, but I feel like the same for Hiroyuki. He's pretty in the background there, so he wasn't on my list either. I feel like he just wasn't main enough to be on my list. Good puppy, though. I mean, like we said, all best boys, really. So my number 2 is actually from an anime that I watched recently, The Ancient Magus Bride, is Ruth, the demon dog, which I thought he was super cute as both a human, because he has his human form, of course, and a dog. He's adorable. He's all black, and he's fluffy, and he's super protective over the female MC. He's like an older brother to her, basically. He is more on the dog side than human, although he kind of skirts the line a bit, to a point that he actually forgets that he's not human sometimes. But yeah, I really, really like him. I like their interactions. I like their relationship. And he does, of course, fight with her. They make a lifelong pact together to be connected for the rest of their lives. He's a good boy. Coming in at my number 2.
I haven't watched it yet, so not many comments. Again, all best boys. So he sounds good. My number 2 is Pakun from Naruto. And I know maybe he's not a big fan favorite. I like grumpy old guys. I don't know. I enjoy that character a lot.
As far as men or dogs or both?
Both. Like,
Okay.
I mean, grumpiness in general. I don't know why. I like my favorite Care Bear. Grumpy. So, yeah, I like Pakun a lot. He's always being a smartass, honestly, with all these little upstart kids in Naruto, and maybe I appreciate that as an adult, even more rewatching it as an adult. Just these kids that sometimes, especially Naruto, or even Sakura, like, get it together, come on now, just do your ninja training. And his sort of no nonsense and the superiority complex, like, if you do a good job, I'll even let you touch my paw.
You're welcome.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. I like that, and I like that he's a strong leader. He's the number 1 alpha in Kakashi Sensei's pack that he summons, and he's always being useful. Every time he's called, he's running messages, he's tracking down somebody. His tracking abilities are so good, he can even track people who have attempted to mask themselves, tell how strong enemies are. He just proves himself very useful, very loyal, very intelligent, wise, even if he is a cranky little thing, and he's cute, so, yeah.
For me, I don't think he's that cute.
He's so ugly, he's cute. He's one of those.
He's just not that cute to me. I mean, he is always useful every time anybody calls on him, and he is no nonsense. So I can appreciate him in those ways. He just didn't make my list. So he's not my number 1. Spoiler alert, not my number 1. Going to my number 1 is, if you have watched our previous videos, you may have guessed, is Shishomaru.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised you didn't realize it was coming. We did not share with each other our lists. I do know one of Bello's list, but that's it. The rest of it we did not share with each other to try to surprise each other. So, but I'm still surprised that she did not realize
I
who my number 1 would
actually
be.
am. I don't know. Looking back, I'm like, yes, I should have saw that. I don't know why, even though they're demon dogs,
And on the list.
didn't really consider them for my list because their dogness is very low. You know what I mean? Like, at least Inuyasha has to listen to dog commands and stuff, and there's a bit of that dog culture thrown in. But other than that, you might never, in the ears and tail, you might never guess that they were dog demons unless you heard them say it.
Well, they have a dog demon form.
Yeah, I know. They just didn't stand out as very doggy to me. You know,
yeah. I understand.
I don't look at Shishomaru and go, "Aw, best boy." No. I'm like, what a butthole.
We literally have a short called Shishomaru Best Boy.
Oh
if
my
I'm not
God.
mistaken.
But yeah, so, he's just not my cup of tea. He's condescending, jealous for no reason.
I think he was jealous for a reason. I think their dad liked Inuyasha more. For a
Probably.
reason.
Probably because Inuyasha had actual human emotions because he was human and Shishomaru didn't.
Yeah.
But also, Dad should have tried to nurture that in him because
Which he did
Shishomaru-
by giving him the sword. But we're kind of getting off point and getting back to why I like him. As you guys know, he's super mature. He's good looking anyway. He's super strong, and he does have the best character arc of all the characters in Inuyasha by far. To me, growing in feelings, learning to be more human, and accepting that and being okay with that and not fighting it, really, despite him never having that as a thing and being a full demon and him just thinking about himself. And he really, really grows. So I really, obviously, absolute best boy, number one for me. Probably in shonen and all of anime.
Oh my god. So pretty much the plot of Stitch is all it takes, that and a pretty face, and
Very
you end up
face.
on Nair's number one best boy ever in all of anime. Okay. My number one is actually also from...
Oh, also Shisho?
No, yeah, no. Not even best boy from Inuyasha, the show. So, no. Not making it on my best boy of all time list. It's actually also from Naruto, so it's Akamaru is who I picked.
You went a lot more doggy with it than I did. I really felt like demon dogs counted, and it seems like you went more true dog-like. You know what I mean? Which is fine. It's best boys. We included dog demons and dogs and
Human,
everything in between.
Dog,
yeah, so all counts.
Yeah. I didn't want to be too predictable, but it's sort of like a continuation theme. Like, Kuro was my favorite because his story made me cry and it was really meaningful to me. And the episode in Naruto when Akamaru gets poisoned, and it's that sort of halfway stereotypical situation where it's making him feral and he's attacking everybody, and then Kiba actually takes him out of the village because he thinks they're gonna make him put him down, because even his sister is saying like there's no hope. So he's like, I don't care, I'm gonna save my best friend. And then he does attack Kiba because they can't figure out another way to get the antidote in him. And so Kiba just stands there, arms wide, like, go ahead and attack me, buddy. And, says sorry to him for it, too. And then it manages to get it in him. And he could tell, even when he attacked him, that if he had really attacked him, he would have killed him. But
he was still holding back.
Yeah, he still held back to not kill him. And they both lived. And I cry every time I see that episode. And it just... I don't know. I'm a sucker. I'm sorry. I'm lame, okay? So that kind of stuff just, it gets me.
Part of the point of having dogs in a show or in a book seems to me to not just be a comic relief and not just lighten the mood, but to make you have feelings. Because maybe you don't care so much if human number 3 and robber number 2 die or get hurt. But the doggy? Not the doggy!
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, especially people that enjoy anime, I think just across a wide genre of cultures and everything of people, I think have fallen in love with anime. And especially the people that do watch anime amongst our crowd, I think that a lot of us are animal lovers. And I just think that anime lovers as a community, you do see that a lot in our community. And when people think of dogs, they think of mankind's best friend. They think of that link between people and nature and animals. Dogs are the ones that hold that spot. Cats, absolutely love cats. If you told me I had to pick either dogs or cats forever, it'd be very difficult for me. Cats require less care. Dogs, I love their energy and their companionship. Cats, I don't feel like love you unconditionally. Dogs do.
It depends on the cat. I think dogs, it's more innate, where cats, it varies cat to cat.
Yeah.
But getting back to Akamaru, he, like Bella was saying, does have a very close relationship with Kiba. Obviously, they fight together, they become one, they become clones of each other.
And
so they're
literally morph together to do the two-headed dog. So
they're, mankind's best friend, definitely. Like, they're as one. So, definitely they're... Then we want to give you guys our honorable mention. Just one honorable mention, I know. There's all the best boys, but just one honorable mention. And for me, for those of you who might be getting unhappy because nobody's mentioned him yet, you might be unhappy later for reasons that you'll see, but my honorable mention is actually Iggy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil anything for Bello because Bello hasn't gotten that far in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but he has a crucial role that he plays in saving the world. A role that nobody else would have fulfilled in time. You guys know what it is if you've watched it. Also, he fights and defeats a very scary, determined, freaky opponent, which was very impressive because I didn't know that he was going to make it out of there, honestly. I really didn't. And he doesn't want to fight. He wants to have a normal dog life, but he has a stand.
That's really hard.
He has a stand and he's a talking dog. He can't just have a normal life, unfortunately. So I gotta give it to him. He helped save the world. He's got a stand. He's super strong. He does fart on Polnareff a lot, and that is why he's not in my top 3. Because as a dog, he is just so like he's always biting him, pulling on his hair, and farting in his face purposely. And it's not like
I'm starting to like him.
Now Bella likes him more. But yeah, for those reasons, I'm not too keen on him. I'm not keen on his attitude. He does grow, and he does become a reliable companion and comrade to the other characters. So he does grow as well, but not to a point to where he's above my honorable mention.
So, diving right into my dishonorable mention. Okay, this wasn't easy, guys. So, look, don't hate me. And I haven't even seen the anime, but when Nair showed me the picture of this guy, I was like, wow. Would lock my doors 100%. So my dishonorable mention, again, is Nair's honorable mention. So mine's Iggy. But look, they're all best boys. You know, it's hard to pick one you don't like. It's not like with the cats where they had bad personalities, like and so there wasn't a lot to go off of. And I have watched JoJo, but not far enough to meet Iggy and know that he did save the world, so
and had good qualities.
Makes me feel even worse about picking him as my dishonorable mention. He's just so creepy looking, guys.
He is an ugly dog. And a weird looking dog.
I mean, you know how, like, those dog characters that have human bodies and dog faces, like Police Chief off of
My Hero Academia?
Yeah, you know, cute. They decided to do the opposite, and it's horrifying on Iggy. Why did you give him a human face? But, so yeah, that's my dishonorable mention. Just getting it out of the way. I'm sorry. It wasn't easy to pick somebody you just didn't like. He just creeps me out the way he looks. And as far as my honorable mention goes, is actually Inuyasha. So, yeah, I don't know. I have a soft spot for that show, guys. It's so much nostalgia with that show. I like his attitude. I like that you have to work for his love. I like that you see so much character growth and development in his maturity throughout the show, and finally being able to not only admit that he's human, but also embrace his human-like qualities and sort of accept them, even though you don't see that really until the movies. And
the movies are not canon.
Well,
I'm just saying, because some good things happen in the movies and they're not canon.
Call me a pirate, because I don't care about cannons. I don't know. But,
Wait, shouldn't it be the opposite? Don't bitches love cannons? No! Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, so, yeah, Inuyasha, that's one of those love stories that's the most irritating, angerfying to watch, but you still watch it and hang on anyway. Yeah. Love Inuyasha. We're still gonna argue about that later.
Of course, because you guys know how I feel about Inuyasha. Because I kind of spent too much time when I was talking about Shishomaru in a previous video talking about Inuyasha, his brother, and I think he's very immature. I don't like his attitude. I don't think he accepts people quickly enough, considering how much they save each other's lives. And he acts like he wants to be a loner, but then he's all like, but I'm lonely. And then he pushes everybody away. And I know he's supposed to be like a teenager and everything, so I have to try to be nice about it and like keep that in mind. But he is not my favorite, but as you will find out.
Also, he has a lot of trauma, okay? Like, let's just not forget that he has no idea what's happening when he gets shot and nailed to a tree for how many years? 500 years?
I think it was 100.
Okay. Wonder why the guy has trust issues. It's gonna be a video, guys. It's gonna be a video, us arguing about Shishomaru versus Inuyasha. It's coming. It's coming. Let us know if you want that to be the next one, because I'm ready.
Oh my God.
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh. But despite how I feel about Inuyasha, he is not my dishonorable mention. I flirted with the idea, but really he wouldn't make it for me. Because I like Inuyasha, I like the show. Although I'm not keen on his and Kagome's relationship because of how he is with Kikyo. Mm-hmm. I did root for them, and watching it growing up, it was like, oh my god, because it's a romance. And so I do like him, and I do have the nostalgia and everything attached to him. So he's not my dishonorable mention. I didn't really even consider him for my dishonorable mention. Now, for my dishonorable mention.
Hit unlike and unsubscribe.
Yeah, this is a very popular show. Top ratings on MAL. Which is what actually got me into it. Now, please understand, I've only watched the first 30 or 40 episodes, so I am not far into it at all. And it is Sadaharu from Gintama. Okay, guys? Now, you know he's a huge, unruly dog who takes the biggest poops inside.
What is that?
And pees inside and bites people, and if it was not a cartoon and comedy, they would be totally dead. And he doesn't learn. The only one he really listens to is Akamaru, the female MC who is super strong and who he can't actually kill because one of the characters actually mentions, oh, he's not playing with her, he's trying to kill her, he just can't. And so it looks like they're playing and that they're, having fun. She is. He's not. So he's just really not good in the beginning. I assume that if he stays as part of the show, that he becomes this big integral part of it and that they grow. And it's a comedy, so it's just a comedic thing. But as far as dogs go, would I want to have him as a dog? No. Would I want to have him around as a dog? No. I just feel like they'd be better off without him right now. Like I said, that might change. And it is a comedy, but he is my least favorite dogs out of our shonen dogs to choose from. So, there it is. Hope you don't hate me. Yeah.
Unlike, unsubscribe.
Yeah, pretty much.
But, no, like and subscribe. Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot to say on that because I have not yet watched Gintama.
He is super cute. I don't know if I said that.
No, you said unruly, big, obnoxious poops.
Bites people a lot. Yeah, kind of vicious a lot. Gets into stuff.
Which is funny that the peeing thing is something you really didn't like about him, because the peeing thing was something that I forgot to mention that I actually like about Akamaru.
Oh, that he just pees on her?
Well,
but that has a purpose.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. His stealth pee aim, and they don't know how they're tracking them for that one crazy spiral move, something bang. Yeah, and it's such a crazy move that they can't see, so he pees on the target really quick, and they use their sense of smell. I mean, that's really cool, guys. Like, not only is it like...
I'm making a face, just so you know I'm making a face.
Like, not only is it like, you get peed on, it's also like, boom, you're about to get hit with a totally destroying move.
Yeah, no, he just pees inside like a bad dog who doesn't ever like to listen. Which, he's so big, what are they gonna do? It's part of the problem. But, yeah. And, of course, I don't think he's actually a demon dog. I think he's actually a god dog. Which is like, wow, the demon dogs are over here being all loyal and friendly and good and making lifelong pacts with each other and putting their lives on the line. And then here comes the god dog, like, shitting on your floor. Like a huge
He
turd.
just took a god-sized dog shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Anyway, so that's our list of best boys. I'll go over them one more time. So my number 1, of course, is Shomaru. Then Ruth, number 2. Black Hayate is coming in at number 3. And then Iggy is my honorable. And Sadaharu is my dishonorable.
And for me, Akamaru, number 1. Paku, number 2. I know Naruto has 2 top spots. I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's like that sometimes.
Hiroyuki is number 3, and then honorable mention is Inuyasha. I would have put him on my list, but I felt like he wasn't doggy enough to make it on the list, you know, but I still wanted to mention him. And yeah, Iggy, because I had to pick somebody, guys. I've not seen Gintama. Those are very good points for Nair's dishonorable mention. Now I want to watch it.
Yeah. Has really good ratings, and I've liked what I've seen so far, so... Alright, guys, that is all we have for you. Talk to you later if you haven't all left already.
Thanks so much. We'll see you again.